Hello there, adventurers, and welcome to another episode of Neon's Game Night. Tonight, for the first time since the very first Neon's Game Night, we're hopping back into Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is one of my favorite online games that is still ongoing right now, and it's been a while since we've been on for the channel, and what is this person doing? Get the heck out of my camera, lady! What are you doing? This is the Victor Osiris show, not the goofy freaking eyeball looking... Oh my goodness, that was weird. Alright, anyways, Victor is kind of appalled that somebody just walked in front of his beauty camera. I mean, look at him. Now that's the face of a magazine right there. Bounty Hunters Monthly, or something like that. Anyways, we're here in Elite Dangerous, and I'm trying to level up my Federation ranks in order to get the Federal Corvette. It's one of the best, or one of the bigger ships in the game. It is, depending on your skill and your engineering level, it is what can be one of the best ships in the game, and that's what we're trying to get. We're not going to be getting it by hanging out in the bar. These people aren't even talking at all. That guy's not even moving his mouth. Get a load of this guy. Look at him waving his arms around.
There, exploring the galaxy.
Flying around on the off chance I find a moon I can put my name on.
See, now,
Sound very appealing to me.
now they're doing it correctly. They're talking. You're not. Oh. Maybe I'm being discriminatory. Maybe he's deaf and is doing sign language or something. Well, I do have a good aim, but we're not actually going to do ground missions. Last time we were on here, we did a whole bunch of ground fighting. And I'm trying to level up my Federation ranks, and we actually have enough reputation with them to level that up. So we're going to go take a level up mission and see where that takes us. Because the last time I played over the weekend, I actually stacked up a bunch of missions, and I had met the requirement to level that up before I got finished with them all, but I didn't actually have enough time to finish all of the missions that I had out and then start the rank up mission. And you don't have to start the rank up mission. You can actually keep ranking up in the next rank before you do that, and it'll still reflect once you actually do the rank up mission. But I just want to do it for you tonight because that's what we got time for. Hop into the Star Scourge 2. And why is that? I want combat mode. Victor is always in combat mode. Alright, so we'll need to go to Starport Services and get our missions. And do we have our crew? We do. Perfect. Mission board. Now, whenever you're trying to level up for the Federation, as we can see over here in this panel, I am at rank Post Commander. Once I rank up, I can't remember what the rank is, we'll figure it out. I'll have one more rank before I become a Rear Admiral, and that is when you get the Federal Corvette. So I'm ready for a rank up in Federation. In order to get a mission to rank up with that, you have to get it from a Federation faction up here. So the easiest way to do it is just to see what is under the all, and it should be the top most thing. We got a Federal Navy strike contract. Oh boy. Okay. We need you to eliminate 30 pirates of Brothers of the Land. 30 pirates is quite a bit. That could take us a second. That'll take us to post captain. Okay. That'll take us a bit. So if you're playing elite and you get to where you need to rank up and you don't like a mission that they give you for that, you can actually do this fun little trick by just exiting the mission board and going back in. And it gives you a new mission. So Federal Navy requires 36 units of landmines. We have to source in return. I don't really want to do that. I'd like to do something that would give us a bit of action. This doesn't work with all the missions. The rest of the missions themselves, if you can see the clock up here, that will, once it gets to 20, it refreshes, the mission boards refresh as a whole every 10 minutes. But the actual, like, Federal Navy missions, that can move whenever. Alright, Federal Navy strike contract authorized. Movement for LHS 20 Liberals need you to assassinate the known pirate Paul O. Davies from Ross 584 Ring faction. That's perfect. That's actually exactly the kind of thing I would like to see. So let's accept that mission. And let's go get ourselves a pirate. Is there any other easy assassinations that we could do on the way? Looks like there's a war going on right now. Yes. Looks like there's a war going on right now here in this system, LHS 20. Kill nationalists of LHS 20. No. Assassinate deserter Mr. Bear. We can assassinate a couple of these other people as well, just because they give good reputation awards. So let's go ahead and take some of these as well. Just 2. Yeah. Okay. We got a few missions. Let's set course. Let's get our rank up mission first. Federal Navy strike contract. Here in Ross 584. Perfect. Now it has been actually a little while since I had played Elite before I played it this past weekend, so if my flying and my aim and everything is a little rusty, don't make too much fun of me. I'm not banning making fun of me in general in the comments section, just too much fun. Okay? So, you can make fun, just don't make too much fun. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, and one of the rules of Elite Dangerous is to never boost through the mail slot. Just don't do it. It's very dangerous. You could get blown up. So I'm going to boost through the mail slot. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? And we're enough distance away from the station. Yep, there's a station back there. We're flying away from it pretty fast because we have an engineered ship that is pretty fast. Not quite as engineered as it could be, although engineering has gotten a lot better. Engineering is the process in which you can kind of make your ships a hell of a lot better, and it's typically associated with a bit of a grind. That grind has recently been made a lot more manageable with some of the decreased, well, they got rid of RNG for them, for the upgrades, and they've increased the engineering material payout by a ton for missions and stuff like that. So that is extremely nice. That is the same for both ship engineering and your on-foot suit engineering. And so that is awesome. At some point soon, they're also supposed to be overhauling the Powerplay feature, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm hoping that the Powerplay feature can be something that I can really get into. Alright, we've got a mission critical message. The nav beacon data contained the information we need. I've copied that to your ship's system. Perfect. So we need... Where is this then? Roth's 5846. Okay, so it's a little ways away. We're looking for Paul O'Davies. What a scary, scary pirate name. Okay, so we need to go to Ross 584B. Serious Special Forces. Is that Vulture? So that would not be our... Oh, Apollo Davies. Here we go. He's going to do our work for us. We're just going to submit because... Come on now. Hello. Here, let's go ahead and turn our night vision on just to make him a bit easier to see. Like I said, I'm rusty, but... I'm not too worried because my ship is, like I say, pretty well engineered. But I am flying awfully right now. I'm flying really bad. And the police have already come to help. Missed. And we got it. Pretty easy. Alright, so definitely not any impressive flying from me there. But I did do it. I did do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and are they both over here in Walla? So we might actually end up accidentally fighting both of these guys at the same time. So yeah, this is a game that if you don't play very often, like if you come back, it can be really hard to get the hang of the flying again. Because I've also been playing a heck of a lot of Starfield since it came out. That kind of replaced my space game addiction. And which is gonna probably do again because the first expansion for Starfield is coming out in the end of September. I'm recording this in the middle of September, 2 weeks before the release of Shattered Space. And so I caught myself as soon as I started trying to fly this ship like on Starfield, and that does not work. Okay, so we've got both of the nav beacon data for them. We need to look for Darren Walsh and Thomas Rim. Very interesting. Alright, so let's see where we need to go here. Walla A, it has one of them. And again, a lot of times they'll just actually come up behind us and try to take us out anyways. So one of them should be around here. That might be one of these. Here, let's see. No, Alal. Manly Powers. Okay, so it's neither of those two. What did it say? Walla B and Walla A to Walla B7D. Oh boy, Walla B is a heck of a long ways away. Oh no. That's not good. Okay. So let's see if we can't Hello? See if we can't tune into a bit better of a... adaptive zoom. Alright. The orange means that's one of our targets. Okay. Threat level 2. We'd like to target that one, if possible. Is there another one? Not really. Let's see if there's any other signals around here. Doesn't look that way. Alright, well, we're getting one of them. This is fine. A novice. Oh, this is going to be easy. Come on. There we go. Got a hit on him there. Ah, man. Missing so bad. But this guy's a novice. We could sit here and play this little game for forever because he's not going to hit us. There we go. He's dead. Oh. And he was a venerable general and was a novice. That seems sus, but okay. Alright, so that was Thomas RM. We need one other person to get here. And mission target threat 2. All the way over there. But we could possibly encounter them on the way. Otherwise, it's going to be a long freaking drive. Usually I try to avoid missions that could potentially take forever and be all the way at a brand new thing. Darren Walsh, that's who we need. Where's Darren? Darren Walsh. Darren Walsh. Get back here, Darren. Uh-oh. No. Darren Walsh, I need you to interdict. Yes, there we go. Need to interdict this guy. We're going to pull him out of Super Cruise here so that we can take this guy out before turning things back in. Alright, come back here. Oh, there's two of them. Alright, that's fine. This one's dead. That's fine. And an eagle. And this has gone to paper. Like fighting paper airplanes. Alright. So there's 3 missions done just like that. let's go ahead and take this all back to LHS 20, turn those in, and see what other mischief we can get up to.
Frameshift drive charging.
Maybe we'll do a ground mission, some kind of takedown or something. But we'll get to see where we are in our current
Ready to engage.
rank.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And just get the better hang of flying our ship again. Because it's nice if you don't come back for a while and you've played a lot previously, and you have a really well-engineered ship like mine, because it forgives a lot of mistakes. It forgives a lot of mistakes, so I don't have to feel too bad, feel too worried about just like completely failing. So that is definitely a really nice aspect. Usually on these cruises you can just kind of zoom around. I tend to spend a lot of time in this little camera mode and just kind of zooming around with these, trying to make cinematic camera shots and everything like that. Because, you know, I'm a movie director. I'm like George Lucas. I'm making Star Wars, okay? Anyways. I need to outfit this thing with one of the new frameshift drives. The frameshift drive is what lets you jump from system to system. And since I took a bit of a hiatus, they added a thing called a frameshift drive that has a Super Cruise overdrive boost. That this method of traveling right here in between planets in the system is called Super Cruise. And they basically added a boost function to this this type of travel, and I don't have one in this ship, and I need to get one and outfit it with that. Then that means I need to engineer it and all of that stuff, which is a whole heap of fun, you know. Let's pull in here into Ohm City. This is one of the first sort of home stations I ever had in the game. As I started out, I, kind of ended up settling here. There was just there seemed to be a lot of player activity, and there still typically is, at least compared to other systems. There's a lot of player activity here, and it was a great place to do missions. It's a great place to do missions for the Federation, because there's quite a few Federation-aligned factions, and they can typically do pretty good mission rewards and stuff out of here. And also, it was a great bounty hunting spot, because this station is like right next to that planet that has a big ring system with asteroids and stuff, and so that's where a lot of bounty hunting fields are. And so I just bounty hunt out there for days and days on end, making lots of good money. Let's go ahead and take off that night vision. Let's get our request in. Well, let's see if I can land without doing anything too embarrassing. The people in my squadron have made fun of me for landing really hard, making really hard landings. And I can already tell you that's probably going to be the same thing here. We'll try to take her in nice and delicately. I'm a bounty hunter. I'm not like a passenger pilot or anything like that, so if I see it lined up, I'm just gonna plunk. I'm sure if my squad mates are watching this, they're cringing right now because of how hard I land. But you know what? You can suck it up. Alright, Starport Services. I don't know why I went down into the base here, but alright, let's go ahead and complete these missions. We're going to complete these other ones first for some extra reputation. And the Navy Strike contract.
Incoming message.
And we've gotten a Federal Navy promotion to Post Captain. Perfect. As we can see, congratulations, Commander. You've been promoted to the rank of Post Captain. I don't think we get anything special with that. Before... Okay, I can't... There's nothing there. Let's check what our status is now. So we're at 38% into the post-captain rank, which is pretty nice. That means that the amount of missions that I had on hand the other night when I was doing actually gave me a pretty good boost into this current rank. So I'm over a third of the way there, and this is the last rank I need in order to get a Federal Corvette. So that's really nice. That doesn't feel too bad, actually. Now that we're in this rank, though, rank up is going to take a bit longer. Just in that percentage moves up slower and slower the higher rank you get. So that's never any fun. Do we want to... Oh, we have support missions. Donations. Donations are really easy ways to get that reputation because it's just costing money. You're just throwing money at the problem, essentially, and getting some extra percentages here and there. Let's see. We can do another assassination for a decent amount of reputation. LHS 1604. Let's look at the galaxy map for that, because I don't want to make the mistake that I made with Walla there. Because if you... Oh, how far is this away? 313. See, this is what we don't want to do. We don't want to take this mission because usually if they spawn a, like... Sometimes they'll just spawn a signal source that you actually have to go all the way to. They won't always be like what we had there and they spawn around the nav beacon that we can track them down, or they try to track us down. Sometimes they will just spawn in different signal sources, and if they are all the way over here, especially since this doesn't have any planets over here, that means guaranteed that signal source is 313,000 light seconds away, and that takes like 10 minutes or more to get to, and we do not want to do that. Just period. I do not want to do that. Assassinate deserter Carl Sherratt. We don't want to do this one because this is a crew mission, which you can see by the little blue triangle thing here, over here. That means it's a multi-crew mission, which means it is even harder than a regular mission. And it's also already a threat level 8. So we would probably get our butts royally kicked by that. Now, the Ross 584 one wasn't bad. So let's go ahead and accept that mission. And we'll go see, just provided I have enough time. Yeah, I should have enough time. So we'll do that one. And we could do another one in Ross 584. Because I didn't think there was any big gaps over there. No, there isn't. So that's really not bad. We could do 2 of them. Mark Barleyfield. Let's go ahead and do that. And then let's go see if we can't get one mission. One on-foot mission? I don't know. I don't know if I'll have time to do all that. My time is limited for this video. So, let's just go ahead and... No, let's go see if we can't grab it. Grab one quick on-foot mission. Just my luck, it's gonna... I'm thinking I'm gonna be taking something nice and quick, and it's gonna be freaking complicated. Hopefully we can just get a nice, easy, quick takedown mission, and it'll be nice close to the drop point, end point, and it won't be too bad. But let's go ahead and come over here to one of these terminals.
Right? Please say yes.
Now that would be pretty quick, but I don't want to do that. Make sure it's from a federal thing. No, not the protect or a clean. I don't want to do a raid either. Boar. Ross 584. That would make it into the same place. 1500 light seconds. 2200 light seconds. Well, they aren't making it easy for me, are they? Serious Special Forces. I'd really like to not get Serious Special Forces on my butt. That would be really nice. Professional takedown. And that's 2200 light seconds away as well. That's 1500. Losen Crimson Hand Gang. You know what? Let's give that a shot. Alright. Do 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 do. I love my ship. I've had this ship. This has been my primary ship for quite a while. Speaking of Starfield, I've actually tried to recreate my character from here, this Victor Osiris character. I've kind of recreated him in Starfield a bit. I'd love to be able to get like a suit mod that makes it much more like that, but I haven't been able to find something like that yet. So that's a bit of a bummer. But just in the general mood and him being sort of this like bounty hunter that doesn't really have a face and kind of is a, you know, a Mandalorian Boba Fett type of whole situation. Mission update, target fleeing. Okay, that's actually not too bad, because that's going to mean that that mission actually got a little bit more simple. Because that means they won't be in the settlement anymore. But let's go take care of these other two guys first. Those are my ranks over there. As you can see, I do a lot of combat, and I've got the trade rank up to Elite 1 simply because I had this character participate in a community event called the Booze Cruise, which was a massive trade event that happened at the top of the galaxy. I don't know if it's still ongoing. The last I heard is that they kind of had to put it on a bit of a hiatus, which is sad. Minion and Mark Barleyfield. Let's see, we got a ship right here. Alright, Minion is around. Come on, Minion. Pull you out of here. Uh-oh. We're gaining fines. Put my night vision back on. And they're already attacking me. Alright, come on. Deploying. Take down this eagle real quick. Should be easy.
Target destroyed. Flight assist
Oh boy. Oh, the police are here in force, aren't they? Holy cow. And they might actually be mad as well because I have a fine. Well, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay. There we go. And now we just need barley field, right? Yeah, I just have a fine. Yeah, that's fine.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I can pay that off at a station, no problem. Alright, now we're looking for somebody else here. Is this Eagle, maybe? Who we need to find? Mark Barleyfield. It is. Hello, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Alright, come back here. He's retreating. He's running away. If we can catch up to him, we should be able to interdict him. Come on. Do I need to get within 200 light seconds, maybe? We're getting there. We're gaining on him. Oh, it let me now. Perfect. Your days are numbered, Mark. Hello there, Mark. You're my mission target, and you're gonna die. That's all there is to it. Yep. And there we go. So none of the people that we fought have been too hard. Like I said, I'm not trying to display any amazing flight skills, nor have I ever claimed to have them. I can do enough to do the things that I like to do in the game, and that's enough for me. Now let's go do this last on-foot assassination. I think the last time we played, we were in a... Me and my squadron was in a massive, like, PvP war, essentially. And at the time, we did pretty well for ourselves. And then the player faction that we were going up against ended up having some sort of coalition with a much, 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 much bigger player faction. And needless to say, we got our butts wiped. So we kind of got pushed out of our space that we had had for a little bit. And because for a while there, we were just doing conflict zones after conflict zones after conflict zones. And some of us got a bit burnt out by that. And so we kind of had to just kind of retreat and, you know, cede control of those systems, which is a bit of a bummer. But also we were kind of having our faction be an anarchy faction, which is a faction type that doesn't tend to get is very hard to maintain and doesn't really get a lot of outside supporters at different points. So we were kind of fighting an uphill battle, especially since we were a really small crew going up some much bigger fish in that area. We were in Imperial territory, and there are some insanely dedicated player groups for the Empire. So there was gonna eventually not be much that we could do anyways, and we may or may not have instigated it by pushing into some of their territory, but you know, oh well, what can you do? But in any case, that's kind of left a lot of us to just do what we want and kind of pursuing the mercenary life. And I had been wanting to focus on getting my Corvette and getting some of my suit upgrades for a while, and some of our constant wars prevented some of that. Not really prevented some of that, because participating in all that stuff was entirely optional. They were just things that I liked doing. And so I'd end up taking part in a lot of those things, and I only get so much gaming time a week. And Elite Dangerous, nothing happens incredibly fast in Elite Dangerous. So not being able to dedicate some of that time to the Corvette and the engineering kind of just meant that that wasn't happening. So bit of a blessing in disguise, really. And now we're just within one rank of getting that Federal Corvette. And we're almost there. We can taste it. Taste the finish line. And this little group of missions will help us as well. Alright, encrypted signal. Sometimes they have multiple people there. A lot of times, usually on these little assassinations, it's just one person. So this is what I was meaning in saying that this would actually make things a lot simpler, because that just means we don't have to worry about being stealthy. We just kind of have to show up and take this guy out. As we come down here onto the surface. I do love the sense of scale that Elite Dangerous planets have. And I will say that sense of seamlessness is something that I do miss while I am playing Starfield. But it's just a very different kind of experience, Starfield is. So I don't particularly fault them for that. Oh, it looks like they crashed. Alright, what do we got? Another happy landing. Come on now. There you are. There we go. Hit him.
Mission status updated. Shield activated.
Easy. Alright, we got a bounty. That's no fun. But
Bounty detected.
nothing we can't pay off. What's in the container? Got some loot. As you know, if you know me by now, you know I like the loot. You know I like the loot. Alright, perfect. And that was just that easy. Usually, you'd probably have to actually go to the settlement that it stipulates in the mission briefing. And if you want to be stealthy, you know, you have to try to find your way around and, you know, have stealthy options. And kind of get them cornered by themselves and stuff like that. But in these cases, when they kind of flee and you just kind of get to come across them out here on a planet, it makes it pretty simple. I didn't remember it saying that it would be illegal, an illegal mission. Darkfleet Logistics. We tend to always have a bounty. They tend to always have a bounty out for us. And also, this is pretty tame compared to the kind of shenanigans we got up to whenever we were actually at the when we were having our anarchy systems and stuff. I was rolling around with hundreds of millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of credits in bounties on us, and our notoriety was always 10. That's the thing I miss the most about our little pocket of anarchy is we just felt like a whole bunch of outlaws out there because we had our notoriety up to 10 because we'd go and do settlement slaughters and all sorts of stuff like that, being kind of allying ourselves with pirate factions and doing those kinds of missions, doing a whole bunch of smuggling. That was all such great fun. And it was especially great fun to be doing with a nice group of friends. But right now, this is kind of where we're at. So let's just take this back. And, you know, that might still happen. We might get the crew back together and find another pocket of space. FDev, the development team, has said that they want to give players a better ability to let squadrons make their mark on the galaxy. What that means, I have no idea. If that means settlement or some kind of like base building, that's been speculated for a long time. But also, so have on-foot Thargoids, which is sort of the on-foot Thargoids are the sort of alien race that we can fight in the game. And right now, they're only ship. They are only in the air. But it's been speculated for years that they would do some kind of like on-foot variant, and well, that hasn't happened. So speculation is just speculation. Base building would be cool. I think it would be really nice way to give us that ability to kind of create our own pocket of civilization and have a bit of ownership of, but we'll see if it ever happens. Alright, now we just got this final stretch back to the station and to turn everything in. Because I think when it comes to the whole question of seamless travel, when things take a long time here in Elite, I don't care too much about that because there's actually a lot of stuff. There's flying from place to place in a particular system is actually fairly involved. You have to be monitoring your speed and the angle in which you're taking things and getting too close to various gravitational bodies. Like you have to actually like be a bit active in your flying, which makes it a much more like space sim like experience. But in a game like in a more sort of casual version of that, like Starfield is, or like No Man's Sky is, it's literally just as simple as pointing. And it'd literally just be as simple as pointing and going there. And it doesn't seem like that would actually be a particularly great use of seamless travel, in my opinion. And same with like manual landings. Landings are actually can be an ordeal here, especially if you're an explorer. It can be a great thrill to be exploring out in the middle of nowhere where you can't get repairs at all, and you're coming in pretty hot on a planet that has a much higher gravity than you expected, and you have to figure out how to kind of maneuver your ship to create a bit of a softer landing. That's a really kind of interesting experience that you only really get when you handle flying and stuff on a simulated basis in the way that they do here. But Starfield has, like, you know, quests and stories and character interactions that are much more important to the experience that they want you to have in that game. And so adding a whole bunch of time with a bunch of space sim flying elements, I don't think would be the best use of its time. And because also that would probably have oh 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 oh.
Protocol. Clear the station compliance. Unable to grant request.
Uh-oh. This is not good. Gosh. Oh no. I got too caught up talking to you guys. I forgot to request docking. Oh my goodness.
Landing permission denied. Unable to grant request.
Okay. Oh gosh. You just about witnessed me get blown the heck up. Because, like... Oh my goodness. Talking about simulation elements, you gotta request docking every time you go to a station. Everybody? Oh my gosh. And if you don't, you get fined and blown up if you aren't too careful. Whew, I'm glad we were able to get out of that. Where is our landing pad? Landing pad 11. Hello? Am I missing it? Yes, I did miss it. That's fine. Oh my gosh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to end this episode, isn't it? Alright. Oh, goodness. Some kind of royal fail was bound to happen. Alright, so let's go ahead and pay off that fine. Yep. There we go. So now we got the mission board back. Let's turn in these missions. A nice little suite of missions. Donate. Well, actually, let's see if they have any more donation. They do. So we'll turn all of that in at once. Perfect. And I went back too many things here. We'll take the rep. For that one, we'll take the engineering materials. We'll take the rep there. And the Donations only give rep. Alright, perfect. And we were at 38. Now we're at... what is that? 43? So we went up... oh, 5% from that little run there. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think that is all the time I have for tonight. Thank you all very much for watching and for not making too much fun of me down in the comments section for having a incredibly almost embarrassing ship explosion because I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, if you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. Let me know how I'm doing in the comment section down below. But other than that, I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers.